Right, well that was a bit strange. The second I started the game, literally the wave came across the map, so it's almost like the game itself knows that the mod shouldn't have done what it's done, and it literally, I wish I'd... No, I always flick the cameras on like about a second later, but that was like completely, yeah, that was something else. It really, I mean, we know, and I've still got the mod on as well. Yeah, I have I don't think it's one of those that's not got its own screen, has it? Not like the precipitation mod. Yeah, no, it hasn't. So you can't see it. It's just is there like most mods. Yeah, it's not actually got anything else. So that is a bit of good luck. It is, because it does now mean we can actually crack on. Right, so it is the month of March. We have got our stuff to do. Have we actually got a seed? Yes, of course we have. A beautiful one, haven't we? Have we got any tractors? I think we've got everybody down here, haven't we? Including our new fence. I think. But I do think we bought it down. It was one of those things we bought down in Readiness. And I don't think it's you. Oh, it might be actually. It may have been you. It was. Do we care about the fact that we've actually crushed that? Not particularly, because we're going to do it anyway, aren't we, really? Right, so then, did I actually set you going? No, I didn't. You've got 27 metres course set. So with this, we've never done this field either. This is field number 20. So, and we want, let's say 3. And we don't any of that. Oh, so we did sort of do this partially. 11 metre, only once. Oh, it remembers the multiple tools, malarkey, doesn't it? Generate. It looks fairly good. It shows it is bigger than it looks. So, create a new field 20. What did I say? 3? Where did I get 3 from? No idea. Right, so save course. And it's 11 metres. Got loads of courses around, you know, like loads of vehicles that are around. Yeah, so, oh, well, we scanned this field. So that we do need to do before we do any of this. No. We need to, like, check, did we scan the field? I don't think we did we? No. See, we didn't. My bad. Right, so let's grab you, quickly rectify that. We have got them, but it's a little one, isn't it? I remember it's on the edge of the other fields over here. I remember. Have we got any? No, it's April. I think it's this. One of these fields actually looks, but they were both exactly good at the same time. So, right, we're gonna need to lime it. Definitely gonna need to lime it. Yeah. So this, unfortunately, is the small scanner. Yeah. So we don't win this. We're not doing the bit ahead of us, because that one is going to be the farmyard and the animals, which we're also going to do in a minute. Well, not exactly 1 minute. That you know, almost. So then let's crack on. Let's get that right on the corner. Up there. Right, I'm going to say my words, yeah, because we've got not only the scanning, but loads of work to achieve. And I don't mind actually building with in the time lapse, because you can see it better. There's less faffing around. That's what I sort of think. So I like doing that kind of thing in the time lapse. So yeah, I'm gonna say my words, and we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. Just coming out the time lapse. Oh, did I only just start recording? Oh, I might have made a mistake where I've not only just started to record. Typically, we shall see. I may have stopped and started it. Yeah, I sort of wanted to come out of the time lapse for 1 second because there was a tale to tell. There was. Now, I was on about damage and giants changing things, and I'd forgot last Friday. I thought, oh, we lost the... Where's the repair point gone? Oh, well, that's different. Well, that should not have gone. What's happened there? Well, that's a bit odd. We'll give ourselves that back because that should... Oh, was it? No, it's not lost the car share. Why would it lose that? That's really bizarre. I know it's not a lot, but like it's just not fair, is it? Right. Okay. Yeah. So there is a sort of tale to tell. Yeah, there was a mod, and I thought, oh, that sounds really cool, and a really good idea. Like a lot of these mods sound like a good idea. We had got the damage control mod on. Well, I've seen enough. It's a little bit like the animal mod that we had in FS25. It was a cracking idea. As I was reading, I was thinking, oh, the realism that's going to bring in, it's absolutely amazing. Well, if anyone's ever watched the channel for any length of time, yeah, we are actually going to need to stick a point sort of around here as well anyway. Yeah, we are. And are we going to go for that field there? So are we going to go in the middle-ish? So probably it's not a bad idea. So if we stick it on the edge, the container, it's, yeah, in the middle of this one. Or do we stick it at the end of this one? Then it's like between them two. Probably. It probably is the wisest of the choices, actually. Literally to stick that right there, which is our land. Amazing. Right, okay, so that's where it's going. And we will soften you because you always got a bit of a bump around you, the old one. Yeah, so I've got the damage control mod on, and it was only when I watched Scroft yesterday I thought, didn't you put that on last Friday because you thought it was a good idea? And I thought, oh my life, yes I did. But now, having seen what the damage control mod was, now admittedly it's sort of like a series beta, and it was stable, but it was, yeah, basically I saw, so we want lime. I saw, like, I thought, no, it freaks me out already, like when it's like crazy bad, I just don't like it. I got my key config wrong. How do I close my cover? It's up. Right, okay. I'll probably switch some else off then now. Right, so we want field to 20. We want to grab field 20, and we want to, I would say we might get away with 2. Let's try it. We don't want any round corners. General. That's a bit of a strange course, but it does cover it all. That's all that matters. Yeah, it is, you know, it's two headlands here, 1, but then a centre 1 in the middle 2. So save. That's for a 42 metre course to have 2 headlands is quite formidable. It shows it's a big field. Because, yeah, so let's say you go, and I have no doubt. Yeah, so the bottom line is I've got the damage control mod on, but having seen that it like devour, I mean that was a bit on steroids, a bit like the animal mod. The amount of TMR and the amount of manure and slurry that it produced was just like something unheard of and out of this world. So much so that I thought, no, that's too much, and I switched it off, and it became everyone loved it. And I'm like, no, it's unbalanced. It's so totally unbalanced. We went close to us, don't we? We're going big as well. We said so. Animals. We are going sheepses. We'll probably keep the bit of the headland because we know that that's all ours to right up to that road. Because we looked at it last time, so I don't suppose it does matter as long as we're this side of the railway. But I'd like the animal side of it to be here. So then, what are we doing? Well, we're definitely doing sheepses. Definitely doing sheepses. We're gonna do my adjusted one. That's, yeah, the biggie, the 350. And Behind me, it's there. It's got big. Yeah, so we sort of want that at the side, but so we can actually get to it. Yeah, like so. I should say that's not too terrible, actually. Maybe a little bit in a little bit, just to give us a bit more. Yeah, I always like to be a little bit over generous. We do indeed. Let's customize the fence. Oh, it's gone a bit deep in, hasn't it? That's the only thing about this when it does things like that, because you got to know how this works, and I do now a little. So let's try and go to the limit of our big headland. Yeah, I was saying what I meant by this was this is the sort of map that don't we need to get past a little bit? Maybe it'll tell us when we've reached the edge of our land. We can still actually get past the mountainy bit. Looks like it is our land right up to that, where that is, the bit of that. Yeah, this is sort of the style of map that we had on, like, frequently on FS19 and FS... No, not so much FS22. A lot of map makers started to ad-lib. Are we sure we want to go that big? I mean, there's big and there's big. I did want some of the field left for, like, other things. Even though I know we have actually got... This is what we really could do, trying to get this sort of levelish. Say... Do need... Yeah, I'm going to keep a bit of headland to travel down. Oh, it's around there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, though. Sort of, like, travel close to that. Then hook in. So we need to go past a little bit and then back in. Say that should work. We do indeed want to plant a meadow. Fantastic. So how many animals? Because we went much bigger than the standard thing, so I'd imagine that's going to be quite a considerable amount. What are we going to do, sheep? Ooh. There's a bit of damage in places, so let's just raise up a little bit in places, like that corner. Not a lot, though. The fence is okay, I think. It's just the odd... I always find there's such a severe mod, the way that it's, you know, like a severe tool. It is so... It's not so terrible. Yeah, let's soften a little. I think. Yeah, it's not too terrible. Let's just check this side, because it's obviously the level carries on. And so now that's not so bad. Let's just take it to that level, I think. So get rid of... Yeah, the only bad thing is I haven't got around to doing the inside bit where you can see that. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to see that. If I'd have done my clear right, I've still not done the clear from the original sort of... yeah, the original small one. Did this myself, but not quite finished it. And admittedly, you can do this, but you shouldn't need to. May well have cleared away a bit too much on this side now. Might have actually made a bit of room underneath, so let's just try and unruffle the feathers. No, that's alright. Yeah, that's... This is the bit that I'm a bit unsure of. But oh no, it's not too terrible actually. Now then, yeah, moment of truth though. That's going through the door. How low down is the door? Oh, here we go. Here we go. A little bit more. Let's try and get our angle so we can see. Do that. And then see if we can just not gaining any inside again. It's not too terrible. I still a tiny tad there. We done that? Yeah, ish. Just that one little blob that we're gonna do. Gonna like trifle. Yay, fantastic. Excellent. So how many? How many animals? Have I still got that? I have, yeah. I've got that. Needs altering. No, I think it's actually around the other side door. This is where most things go on. Yeah, it's true, actually. Oh, have I done that? Now, you see, I might not have changed this. It's here. Let's stick the interactive zone markers on, because it's, I can't remember, it's a long time since I did this. I might have... food... oh, it is down here. It was by the other door. You were right-ish. So then we're going to go... Did Black Welsh last time, so... Ooh, that is a point. Do we do goats? Do we do a 50-50 split? 462. So if we did 100 of each... Will it let... I think it'll probably let you do that. Yeah, so 100 of these... And then 100 of the Swiss. Yeah, it's their turn this time. We're doing a mix of milk. Buy them. And, because, yeah, it's true. I did say I wanted to do this, and I haven't done it. So, Swiss. I'm hoping you can do this. I wouldn't thought it would not let you do it, so I would imagine it's still going to do... I suppose, will it do both? That is the interesting point. Yes. Excellent. So... oh, that is a point, actually. Is this equipped for milk? Because I've never done the milky side of it, have I? I might need to mod this. Yeah, and also get that sorted out as well. Yeah, so we have a bit of both. I'm not sure about the milk because I don't think it's ever equipped to do the milk. Now, last time I tried to make a change like that to a mod, I actually didn't succeed. I tried to mod the... But I think I could probably do it. It was very, very early on. I was sort of like watching what other people did and sort of copying it. I don't mean copying it in the traditional sense, but like looking and thinking, oh, right, that's how you do it. So I did it. Whereas now I do know quite a bit, and I'm a bit more confident about what I have got to do. So, yeah, is that there? Didn't say. I think it's just the end of the tag end of that. So feed. Yeah, we're going to need feeding. Yeah, we should have a... Imagine, no, we're not too... Oh, we're a fair road trek away from... yeah, we're going to bring the grass in because we don't want to, like... totally go away with... Oh, it does see goat milk, but is there a point for it? There might not be, so we shall see. Yeah, I might... I'm sure that I did goat milk on here, but I've done two things now, so I'm not sure. But just read both things. So to me, it suggests that this actually is capable of it, that I did think about it at one time. Because wasn't this... I think it was meant for goats as well, so it probably is that I've just never done the two things, so I'm a bit confused about it. So, right, I did increase the capacity as well. So I think if this is going to be the case, and it is, well, I've got a little silo. So the feeder bit's just this section here. This is free. It is, if I remember my mod at all. So grab the... old one and stick that over there in B mode. See, the grate doesn't mind. Sort of stick that leaning over like that. It's not too terrible. Excellent. Right, so then we need... Are we going to buy a dedicated... Because I know we've got the sugarcane trailer, but I would say that's a bit of overkill. But we will ask the store, because it is in the middle of the session. Not like doing it now. So, yeah, we want one of the BI Industries. Is that big enough? It is once you've done it. To keep it topped up, it's not too terrible. Oh, I need to do that again, don't I? So, yeah. It just takes a little bit right at this precise moment. So, yeah, I was telling you once about the damage control mod. I think you get the gist now anyway. Yeah, that's the bottom line is I have the damage control mod on. And having seen sort of, I'm glad in a way that I'd sort of not, it was late on a Friday and I'd put it on thinking, oh, that's a good idea. Like you had these mods and you think, oh, it sounds really good. And it did. But like the actual, the delivery of it, was a bit like that I found the animal. Now, of course, it is a work in progress. We know that, but it's a work in progress that I don't think I'm interested in actually at all. Yeah, I don't think I want to have anything to do with it, knowing how freaked I am by. Yeah, so who has finished? The one with the lime. Ooh, wow. Okay, well, to me that doesn't look good. Yeah, I'm... If it weren't for the fact that precision farming was probably my second favourite mod, I would have ripped it out a long time ago on how bad it is at present. Now, I'm hoping that me grassing the field like this is enough to sort of stop precision farming. I did say this. So there's got to be a way. And I thought, well, hang on. They paint normally. So that, I think, suppresses the fieldy type thing that it knows it should have. It does seem to. So we have actually done that. So that should be all right, I reckon. Yeah, so we'll probably put some proper grass on, but it was eating me out of house, and then we're down to 95,342, and we haven't done half of what I wish to do, because that's usually the way that it goes, and we've got, like, animals to feed as well. So, yeah, obviously I was probably just about afford. Did we do the sales? Yeah, we did, yeah, definitely. We left just little things left. So it's a 3 meter. Yeah, we did. It's only a 159,000 item, which we could do. That's doing a cracking job. It is. So feed the animals, I believe, is what we've got to do. Let's get them fed. Was there something else? No, it was just, yeah, it was the liming. So tip, side, left, I think. Yeah, we'll need to turn around, otherwise it will not. So it should be, now this may well be that it's, again, it needs to be level with where it should be to actually sense the, which is about where the road is here. Yeah, it's somewhere around here, so I think this is going to be all wrong. Yeah, oh, that's the bad thing, isn't it? We're close to that. Ah. Okay. You can be, you're not dumping. Left hand side, you should really be spot on. So why are you, when you sense that you're dumb? It's going to be height. It is. It's got to be level. And I'd imagine that probably level with the top of that, I would say, is my guess. So we need to come out. That, I would say. It's not too far off. It's also level like that, just to... Yeah, I would say that's not too far off. Yeah, all about height, all about how level it is. Right, so let's now, so we should get away with it. You always go for broad as well when you're doing this type of thing, because otherwise it won't work right. Yeah, because this is your enemy. Yeah, the smoothing tool's your enemy of any kind of tip pointy type thing. Do we stick a bit of like cement, because it's grass, so we should be alright, but it's true. Let's stick something. We got the one I really like. Oh no, I equally like this one too. It's nice. Let's just stick a bit of an approach in. Probably missed a bit. You usually do when you've got something like a tractor in the way. You think you've done it so well, and then the tractor moves away, and you think, oh, I didn't quite do that right, did I? So then, sticks. We should be able to just dump, I think, as well. Yeah, literally. So in a way, the position of that is not terrible, because we can just keep filling and emptying at the same time until it's literally... And mine is a very quick dump on the left-hand side, so it can almost keep up with it. Yeah, when it... it's going to take a while, but even the grass is cheap. It's not that cheap. Let's keep an eye on how... Oh, that's what I'm saying. When you do this type of fill thing, like when you battling with something that's good like this, that my water tankers are the same. Again, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a sore subject, the Giants, really. Let's take it right to the top, because I think we'll probably about be filled, and it won't fit. It won't be tipping out soon. It'll only be filling. Yeah, I thought so. That's it. We filled. So if we leave that there... That's all we need to do is pick up on that, because the fill point really is only for the sheep. So unless I forget this and move it, we should actually be all right. So we can still go down here. This, I will do a bit of a road, but only when we've got a bit more cash. I see, and this is what I was saying. I knew once you start to stick things on, that you seriously, like, yeah, you seriously belt what you've got, don't you? So, you know, your money just goes, like, seriously bad. I mean, well, grassing, I mean, grassing's cheap, but when you grass in a big area, it's not so cheap. And then there's the enclosure, and then there's the animals. It always 50 grand, 80 grand, 70 grand, you know what I mean? And it's all, well, that's like nearly 200,000. So you've just bashed it all gone just in the blink of an eye due to that fact. So, right. One thing I would like to do though is correct that bit of yeah. One time when I understand the mechanics of how to do, I might swap it. There is another thing, a newer thing called paint, as in, like, yeah, it used to be called a test area, I believe is what it is. And obviously that was the way that it was almost like drop it. Well, like I said, the analogy I used was actually about right. It's like you're grabbing a plane and from a height dropping it, and there's this marker really high in the sky, and then the other one's like on one corner here, and you're supposed to know how you would work that out. Now, there's obviously some genius at Giants who really does know his stuff and really does know how it works. But like me, I'm just a near normal mortal that does not understand such things. So yeah, do that bit of grey back as well there, I think. Complete that one. Yay, fantastic. So put back to normal. It looks a little bit better. I know it's a bit. I don't care that it's not even. That's okay. So our repairs. I don't know if it undoes what it's done. I wouldn't imagine it would. So if we go to our list, I would imagine the damage is still as it was before, and the things that were 100, they would start to lose condition and things like that. So yeah, we've definitely got that, but some of the things were damaged. Oh my life, wow, 18%, seriously, wow. And that's what I'm saying, we were losing percentages really quickly. It was terrible. Right, so I think we should be see that our field is pH, well, if you can, I mean, why is that? Well, it could be soil type. If we look at the soil type map, yeah, it is actually. So that accepts a lime better than the sandy loam. So silty clay does accept that nicer, and this doesn't require so much. You could say, I suppose, nitrogen. That shows how much of the field we've got left to do. And that's Bob. Bestis Buddy Bod. Oh, Bob. That looks like it needs rescanning, doesn't it? It looks going dark. So, how many years have we been here, actually? Thinking about this. Statistics. We have been here... Oh, my life. Wow. Seriously, we've done 3 years. Whoa. That is tremendous. I mean, I know we've only done... No, that is 3 years. Yeah, literally. So... we've certainly done some time on the map. Well, I don't feel like that. Right, so then, are we going to do... Oh, it's only a little tiny roller, isn't it? for a big field like that, it'd be like a complete session, I'd say. So do you know something? I think we either need another roller when we can't afford one now, or we might need to like ignore this particular time. It's you. I put it down as well, didn't I? Let's remind all of these things that actually that they shouldn't be hovering where the snow's gone now. Oh wow. Literally is reminding. Wow. Just a random trail at once. Fixing before we use it properly. So there, we put that. Where did I stick that? I just dropped it down without any thought. Or is it still on the front of the tractor? No, I put it here in the lee of the Tigers plant, I remember. Yes, because I had an idea. I did. So then, yeah, this one here is exactly what we need to do. We need to like read this. Wow, I can't believe that. 4 years. 3 years, really. But that's still a tremendous amount of time. Well, I guess the train's definitely not here. We would have seen it at least once by now. So, yeah, it's obviously either not ever going to be done or it's just not done at the minute. Yeah, not quite going to do it. See that? I was trying to... As you do, you're thinking, oh, I reckon I can do it. And then I was like, no, you're not going to do that. It's still way too... then, but sort of you could, I think, but I'm not sure if it would look around with this or... I think we'll leave it alone. I won't say I was a mistake, because I think it was just a bad idea, as you do have these ideas sometimes that are like wild ideas that you think, oh, I think that's a world of hurt. I think it probably is. Yeah, another 2 or 3. So environmental score 68%. Obviously, we've just taken on another field. And animals should be happy. Well, not at this precise moment, I might add. Yeah, they're... No, this is true. Not this precise moment. They're upset. They've just been separated from their home. And they're like, yeah, they're only just old enough to, like, have left their mother and father. Yeah, they're fully adult. Yeah, so they like... Yeah, they were invading their mothers and fathers sort of space, and they thought it's time for you to sling your hook and get your own place. And that's, yeah, we've got it. So, right, so, yeah, we're going to have to wait, aren't we? I think we'll go through... That's true, we're doing cotton, aren't we? Yeah. How are you doing, Bob? How are you doing, me ode? Why are you reversing? There's a bit you've missed as well. I can see it, like a little tiny line. All the way down here. I sees it. We can't have any missing bits like that. No, it's all very precious. And necessary. We don't have any little gaps or anything like that. Yeah, because of it, I know this is probably just about on the edge of like... worth doing, although I suppose I'm sort of thinking from the old days where you leased a harvester, whereas actually we've invested in one, haven't we? So really, it's a bit... To us, it is actually worth doing any size field because we've actually got the equipment to actually pull it off. So yeah, actually that's not what I was going to say was a load of nonsense, because if you were leasing, of course, I would have a point, but we've got that harvest that we invested in, which is why we're going into cotton. Love doing cotton. Oh, it's not actually doing that bit. It's obviously not quite. Yeah, it's one of them bits that's like. Okay, soften. Yeah, there's a bit of. We need to go big for this though. I'm not going back again though. No. Ooh, you're trying to turn too quickly. Right, I'll say 3 still. Right, let's get this done. I thought we were done with the sales. I thought, oh, we don't need to do the sales anymore. We're going to be standing on our own 2 feet from a cost perspective, from a money perspective. Now looking at that, I'm like, oh, I can't even afford my, what did we say we were going to close? Or, well, we could do both. Was this, well, not at the minute. We could sort of go into both clothes and rope, but, well, they're the only 2 mods I know of that really you could do from wool, but I think we was going to go, actually, I'm not sure that I was ever going to do sheep, but we obviously got milk, so we're obviously going to go into a dairy. I think we might go super. Will we ever have enough to go super, or do we go bionic? I think bionic might. I don't know. The dairy seems. I'm a bit disappointed in the dairy. Even a super dairy seems inadequate. It's almost like I need something else to above a super. I mean, not an extreme because they're not made for that kind of thing. But I'm like an enhanced super. super. Yeah, super. That's probably what we could do with a super. Yeah, maybe for just the dairy. Now I have souped the dairy up quite a lot. It's got and it's also got it for goat milk. We can make, but I'll finish it off. We can make chocolates, but it needs honey. It's honey chocolate, so it's the honey's the sugar. You can do it with sugar as well, but what I mean is you really can do this. I did my research because obviously I thought, well, giants, they never include buffaloes or goats in the chocolate. It's only ever for normal cows. So I did my research. I thought, well, surely you should be able to do that for goat milk. And you can. Goat milk, you've got to be careful about putting too much goat milk because it's very strong flavour. So it's not really ideal. You don't do it. So I've kept the recipe the same just for, so that I'm not. But it really probably would have a little less milk and a bit more sugar and stuff to, because it's a bit strong, the milk. And it is, I know that. It's not everyone likes goat milk. It's actually better for you than it's got some real good health benefits. If you don't like the flavour, you're not going to like. No one's going to convince you to have goat milk if you don't like the flavour of goat milk. You're going to be, I don't want that. It's horrible. So yeah, I mean, I've never tried it actually. My wife used to have goats before I met her. Well, we had goats as well, but we had a bit of a catastrophe and. We used to stake our goats out, and she actually hung herself. We came back from work one day, and she'd been many times like that, and she, hung herself, literally wrapped herself around and killed herself. Horrible story. She's a beautiful goat as well. Yeah, it really did gut us all. We were all absolutely gutted. And obviously not something that you ever sort of contemplate, and many people stake goats like that so they can't run off and stuff, but the staking there's nothing wrong with the staking. We'd done it many times before like that. Everything had always been alright, so I don't think anyone could have ever foreseen that it was going to happen. But my wife had quite a large herd, so again she was no strangers to goats, looking after goats. But yeah, we were all gutted. So I still, to this day, haven't had any goat milk, whereas obviously my wife, she loves it. And I think I probably would as well, because I'm quite adventuresome with things like that, especially if it's got health benefits. So this is a beautiful fertiliser thing, isn't it? Those extra tankers we didn't need to do. We could do a monstrous amount of fields with this. This is a beautiful bit of kit. Fantastic. Last little bit, last strip, and then I think that's not a bad place. We're going to go through to April morning and get the shop out of the way. I think so. Yeah, I thought we were probably done with the thing of like the shop. Obviously we thought, oh, we'll be able to afford tractors and all that type of thing, but I'm not so sure now that we can. Bit of headland. I think some of this is ours as well. Oh no, I'm not sure that it is. Well, they've got it's quite generous. Yeah, this I class as sort of like it cut your teeth on this kind of map. If you were just coming into Farming Simulator, this is the kind of map that I would say you should go on, because it doesn't compound any issues you'll have on other maps, like English maps or anything like that. It really is quite nice. So, right, so we've done our animals. We've done all of that, including the liming. So I think we will indeed go through till tomorrow morning, where hopefully our animals are also quite happy. And then next session, we will be cutting the grass, getting back to our normal business. Because we do need to, like, yeah, rebuild again. And I thought we would be really buoyant on the cash we'd got. But no, we are not. Right, production costs, property maintenance. How are we doing? I don't think our sheep, they'll be good now, I'd have thought. Oh, wow. 1.5 tons of wool. And goat milk, 1,725. Now, that'll be interesting to see if we can actually get that. We'll wait for the next session. Then let's just do the sales and see what. Oh, GTA. I very rarely have that now because it's just too. So we need to build up for that, don't we? So we'll grab. Do we have the GTA? It's a fairly flat map. It is. So we'll save that then. We'll grab that. No options. And that. Ooh, no, we don't. Let's forget it. No. I've used 500 grand in. I haven't. No, actually, we've had loads of times and we've not got that kind of cash, have we, at all? So, right. Well, at least we've stripped most of the stuff off here. I'm quite pleased with what we achieved. That huge thing, which was for weeding, but we've obviously ploughed, so we don't at the minute need that. Ooh, okay, that's not much you can do about that. Fantastic. Lorry backs and all sorts, so I've got to be honest, it is true that was a very good investment, that 3-odd grand for that beautiful bit of kit, because it has earned us quite a lot of cash over the months. That's sort of speculating. You've got to speculate to accumulate, as the old saying goes. We've got a harvester as well, haven't we? A traditional harvester, which we obviously intended. We were going to go into normal traditional things, but that doesn't mean to say we're not going to incorporate that. It's just that we've not got enough fields to incorporate that at this precise moment. Right, let's give that a nudge. Remind it that it really shouldn't be hovering over like that, because actually it would sort of suggest that gravity is the force that this universe doesn't actually know. But it's not quite been programmed quite right, which obviously it's not quite. It's not a bad endeavour. Giants have really done a very good job on the whole of physics, of adding physics rules. I don't think they've done a terrible job. One of the few things that you will hear me say, but even though obviously a lot of people would argue with me, I just think it's a really tough thing to actually do. The rules of physics are just something else. Yeah, I was I'm contemplating designing a hook lift, and I was talking to Copilot, and she was drawing diagrams of like the forces involved and that, and I thought it was fairly. I did understand most of it, to be honest. Yeah, I can't pretend that it went over my head, because it didn't. So 127. So if we grab that 57, yeah, it's too small for us. You could have it as the sheep one, but no, we'll not. No, there's nothing to tow. I know the rest is going to be all for the telehandler. I wouldn't normally do something like this, but again, we're sort of a bit brassic. What I'm thinking, by the time we finish, we should just about be able to afford the ore stuff. That's what I was hoping, but I think we'd need to almost strip the shop dry of everything to actually do that. Yeah, I'm not sure we'll quite do as well as I think we might. And you as well. Oh my life, now that's painful to look at. Really painful. Oh, it is. Both of these are grabbers, so we might be able to do it. Yeah, I just had a thought. You could sort of do that. Might work. Sort of like on all my life. That really is. That's shocking pink. I mean, literally shocking. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Neon pink, Gordon Bennett. That's the worst pink I think I've ever seen. That, I mean, need like really, really something else. No, yeah, you're a bit too high. Oh, it works. No, it did exactly what you thought it would do. Yeah. Ooh, the sooner we sell that pink header, the better. It's just a shocking pink, isn't it? That's all. I'm sort of trying to get used to cure my pinkophobia, but that's that is something else. Yeah, we're not quite going to do it because so one lone 20,000. So if we want that GTA, then I don't normally go. I normally go for the Xylon, but about 20 grams. That should be about right. No, we don't care about the trailer hitch because we're not really having it. It's a shape. Yeah, we could have, but we're already going into enough really with the milk, and that's two businesses. So not too terrible. So let's immediately get straight out of debt and pay the bank manager back, because he does like to win cash offers. He really does. And he often catches me out, so that was a nice tickle. So not a bad little turnaround really for saying how so are we going to treat ourselves? I think so, yeah. I think on a flat field it's not too terrible. It's on any kind of hill or the furrows of a ploughed field, it just totally loses all kind of strength. So we will repair it as well. We will grab some accoutrements over the coming months that I have designed. I might actually stick those in the model, but I'm just a bit disconcerted because the things I put in really just threw out without any reason for throwing them out. There was just no provocation. I'd like only done 2 mods and they threw all of it out like in a fit of pique, like a sort of petulant child. I know I keep using that analogy, but it's just so unprofessional. I just can't believe it, that someone would do that. It sort of like took a whole new level to make me realising, well, I'm not sure you're going to get these mods in, because this crew is like a crew of amateurs. They're like not professional at all. They're like just, let's not call that. Let's not go into name calling, even though it's annoying when people rude and things like that. They are the gatekeepers, as I keep saying, really. Right, so we're up to 1 or down to 136, whatever way you look at it. A bit of both. So, yeah, we're going to leave it here. Well, next time we have got our grass to cut. I would imagine we totally devoured any. So we've just got 32 tons of digestate. We need to... Oh, we didn't actually quite devour the grass. So we need to grab loads of water in there. Yeah, fill it again. All right, so I hope you join me next session. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.